Hi, it's Tanya, aka Bluntry Pumpkin, and welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we'll be doing a lino cut. So I'm going to start off by drawing my picture with the koki. So the part that is the colored part with the koki is the part that the ink will be on, the printed part. So lino cuts use positive and negative spaces. So yeah, this is just me simplifying my drawing. I'm also drawing in a way that will be easy for me to carve out with the carving tools. And remember, the print will face the opposite direction. So I want mine to turn right, so I'm going to turn my sheet left. And I will carve it facing left, but it will print facing right. So I'm going to take my lino sheet, so I'm going to use carbon paper to trace the picture I've drawn onto the lino sheet. You don't have to do this, you can draw directly on the sheet with the marker, but this is what I've decided to do today. And here's our drawing, and now we're going to trace over that in marker. I'm going to go with black. And now I'm just adding more to the picture. Just a reminder, the gray of the lino is the part we will carve out, and the black is the part that remains. So the black is what the ink will touch and therefore will form our picture. And now it is time to carve. So honestly, all my carving tools are useless because I have a favorite, the V-shaped one, and I also like the soft curve, the smooth, like a C-shape type. But the V is definitely my favorite, and I find to be the most useful tool. It's sharp and great for making different lines and patterns. But yeah, I do suggest playing around with all the different tools. And it does get messy as we carve out, so there's a lot of cleaning up during this process. Don't mind the change in locations. A girl's got things to do. If you are in the southern suburbs area in Cape Town, the Constantiaberg Art Society is currently having our spring exhibition at the Richard Croyer Hall in Kirstenbosch, which ends on the 19th of November 2025. And then this coming Saturday, on the 15th of November, we'll be having Art in the Park with different artists from different societies around the city. So if you're free, please do come check it out. There'll be lots of art, food, and fun. And now that our carving is complete, we are ready for printing. So first I like to brush and remove any like hanging or excess lino. Don't want any pieces flying around. So today I'll be using Fabriano paper. This is A3, so I had to cut them to A4 because the lino sheet is A5. And now this cutting board, I'm going to wrap with cling wrap, and I'm going to use this to put my ink. Yeah, I don't have a tray or container, so this is what I'm going to use. Well, not that I don't have, I'm just lazy to clean up, but yeah. So I put the ink, got this ink roller from Decal Edge. I like to use a magazine because I can change the page after I do each print, so I don't get the back of the lino sheet dirty with ink. So it's less messy, yeah. And then afterwards I can just rip out all the pages I used. So I have to make sure that the ink is evenly spread out across the lino sheet, hence the rolling of in different directions. Yeah. And I'll gently place the paper, and I put this paper on top. And I don't think I've ever printed without a printing press before, so I'm using a pot. Be careful not to touch the area where the lino sheet is, so that you don't influence the print. Only a flat surface like the pot. Ooh, okay, first print, test print, not bad, not bad, not bad. Now on to the next. Okay, and here I just want to show you using regular printer paper what it looks like if I don't add ink on the lino sheet between each print. Are you ready for nothing? So yeah, it's very faded. So yeah. Oh, also, did I mention this is a water-based ink? My first time, by the way. It dries so quickly. I've only used the heavier oil-based ones in the past. Also, I'm not really vibing with this background. I mean, I love the concept and all, but it's a bit too busy. I think it would have been better if I just left it plain white or black. For a black background, I would have just left the background as is without carving, and then for white, I would have legit cut out the portrait of the woman with the scissors. Air water based, so it's because it dries quickly, it's getting like blotchy. I don't know if you can see the difference, so I'm gonna quickly wash it. Here I'm washing to remove all the dried ink that's making it bumpy, and now it's flat again, and back to what we were doing. Okay, so I don't know if you can tell the difference, but this is so much better. There are fewer whiter patches. It's not like splotchy. And we do it again and again and again until we're done. So I've made 10 prints. And some I might check out, I'll see. Yeah. You know what, I'll just keep them, even if they go nowhere. And then these two are the rejects. Now quickly tidying up before I show you what I sometimes do with the rejects. And you see, magazine makes cleanup so much easier. Okay, so this is the reject. It's very pale, and I'm just legit gonna ink it all over and have just a black rectangle. I might paint over it. I might leave it as is, because I mean, I do like black, but yeah, instead of just throwing away or letting it go to waste, gonna find another purpose for it. I just realized why I prefer the sponge over the ink roller, because you see, it messed over the masking tape. Less control. And then I just dab for a bit of texture, and then we're done. I'm using warm water to clean the ink roller until it's smooth again. And I am cleaning with water because this is a water-based paint. Okay, now I'm just being extra and cleaning with bleach and warm water. You don't have to do this though. And bleach for the sink. Honestly, why did I think using the sink is a good idea? Bad idea. Anyway, it didn't leave any stains, so that's great. And now just signing the prints. 1 out of 10. Thank you for sticking with me throughout this video. Please comment, like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. Until next time, bye.